guys, welcome back to Frenchie's Road Trips. You join us in Ben's Freelander 2. We're off to the Malverns on this lovely sunny evening. We've managed to obtain the specification sheet from Land Rover for Ben's car, and it will tell us what it came with when it was made at the factory. So I'm going to go through those items with you later and take you around on a tour of his car, and maybe even a little walk up to the Malverns. We'll see you there. So the spec sheet, what do we get from Land Rover? So Land Rover, they've actually given us a spec sheet, which Ben requested actually some time ago, and it looks like this. Yes, it basically is a spec sheet of how the car was made, to what specifications, to how basically the person wanted it when they brought it. So it tells us what the trim was. So the trim is finisher metal weave. I'm not entirely sure what that means. But the colour, we all know that, is Galway green. It says what the drive is, that it's right hand drive. It says what the transmission is supposed to be. So 6-speed manual all wheel drive. And it says that the engine is a 2.2 litre diesel. And it says that the cab style is 5 doors. So that's part of our specification already. Okay, so one of the things that we've picked up on the specification sheet that someone ordered on this Freelander was that, well, I don't know whether or not they ordered it, but it was on there. It says that they had Continental Tyres. So it's got that on the list. It said even what badge it was meant to have. So it was going to have the TD4 XS badge that was going to be put onto the vehicle. It was also meant to have a 17-inch full-size spare wheel. That isn't something we have. The spare wheel that was in there is from my car. I think Ben sort of borrowed it on a temporary basis. It also said that it came with a load space cover. That's not something that we had. If we go into the boot, that is not something we unfortunately got, so we had to buy that separately. It's actually in the shed at home because the dogs sit in the back. They're not with us, they're resting at home after their very busy morning around an agility course. So they like that very much. The dog guard, that is an added extra. That's something we've put in ourselves, and the 5 LED light bar there in amber, so that's something we added, and then trunked in the cabling which goes underneath the carpet of the car all the way to the front. So that's an added extra obviously, and alongside the dog guard, which they are actually quite expensive, these dog guards, but you can pick them up on eBay quite cheap. Something on the list as well which we noticed was that it comes with it had the PTC heater fitted, and there's a lot of questions about the PTC heater, and the PTC heater is actually located in the dash, I think behind all of these gubbins. It's something which I think comes on at low temperatures to help with the demist of the window, even though this one actually has front heated windscreen. Also on our list, what else have we got? Auto dimming rear view mirrors, Bluetooth connectivity, branded 1CD, I'm not entirely sure what that is. Cladding, grained black, I would imagine probably this on here, I would assume. The door handles, that's good, they've always been that colour, black. Door handles black. Driver heated seat two stage, so yeah, we've got heated seats. What else we got? Halogen headlamps. Yeah, we've definitely got those. grille, dark grey. That's correct. We've definitely got that. What else we got? Load space scuff plate plastic. I think we've got that. Locking wheel lug nut. Yeah, we've definitely got that. Navigation disc Europe. Power 4-way pass seat adjust. I imagine that's passenger seat. I've read that as literally. Rear bumper plastic painted. Roll stability control. Analog audio broadcast badge, and the list goes on. Diesel fuel capability, so we meant it was going to be diesel. Floor well lights, yeah, we have those. Front parking aid. Halewood. Now, me and Ben were talking about this. Halewood. We reckon that's where it was made.
That's it.
Yeah, Halewood. We reckon that's where the car was manufactured in Halewood. So, quite interesting to see that under minor features. Not sure what that one's about. Headlamp power wash, yeah, it has those. Heated front windscreen. HTDP fold app light. Power folding mirrors, I would guess that. Lumbar seat support, driver's seat, map reading light, yeah, nav system, plasma screen. So we know it's a plasma. Power 6-way driver's seat adjust, yeah. Rain sensor front reverse parking aid and single exhaust system. Oh wow, it's going off into the distance. So yeah, a little spec sheet here that we managed to obtain from Land Rover direct, and they were able to print us this, send it to us in an email. So it's quite a good handy check to see what is original or what potentially may be missing from the car when you buy one. As I said, I think really the only things that were missing for us was the alloy wheel. I don't think there was an alloy wheel, and the load space cover, that wasn't in here. So yeah, an interesting spec sheet. A couple of little additions that we've added, which we spoke about in previous videos. So we've got our PMR radio system, which we have in the car, which I use to talk to Ben whilst he's navigating the lanes and I'm doing the recording. Down here we've got the Midland M5 CB radio. That's really great for when you're out and about laning. A crucial tool is what we would say if you're going to be doing laning. Definitely have something of a CB in your car so you can talk to everybody in the convoy. Also lets other people know that you need to go to toilet, so very, very handy. So yeah, we've got these two units attached. I think I've said this before in a previous video, but these are on a Brodet mount, which you can buy direct from Brodet for this car, and you can either have it attached for the left hand side or the right hand side of the radio. But bearing in mind, if you have it attached to the right hand side, it will be pointing opposite to this, so it'll be pointing towards the passenger. So we went with the passenger side, as it for the driver they can see the microphones, and also for me being the passenger, very handy to pick up the microphones. So yeah, all that kit along with our outdoor lights we have attached to the Wolf cigarette lighter. That's just literally stuck on there with some tape. Yeah, and that attaches to the rear auxiliary unit there. That's our Bluetooth auxiliary Bluetooth adapter there for our music. Unfortunately, the Bluetooth in the car, which is on the stereo, allows you to connect your phone to it, but won't allow you, because of its age, it won't allow you to play music, which is a shame. So the way we get around that is by a little Bluetooth adapter sat in there, and that is attached via USB to keep it permanently charged to this Wolf system here, because I think this has 4 USB sockets and 3 cigarette sockets, so it's quite a handy unit, that, and you can individually press them on and off as you need to. Okay, you join us in the engine bay of Ben's Freelander 2. One thing you'll probably notice is that I think that is a second-hand airbox, is it not?
Oh yes,
I think it is, yeah. Second-hand airbox for some reason, I'm not entirely sure. Can you remember why you fitted that?
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either, but yeah, for some reason a second-hand airbox was probably for the as what's been described in a Beavis Pits video as the Hole of Doom. I think probably.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure there, but anyway. So we've got our coolant tank over there. You've got your power steering reservoir, your washer fluid, where you top at the oil, your oil dipstick, and behind that cover is your battery. This cover, I do believe that's your reservoir for your brakes.
Yeah, brake fluid.
Brake fluid. Yeah, brake fluid in there, and also does as clutch fluid as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, clutch fluid in there. It's good to do checks sort of weekly, really, or you know, keep an eye on the levels of these cars, because we checked on Ben's the other day and his power steering fluid was a little bit, I think it wasn't on minimum, but it was in between, so we sort of topped that up a little bit. We've got our wire in there for our front LED lights, which we'll show you in a moment. So yeah, pretty dirty, but it has been laying in, so yeah, it's to be expected to see a bit of dirt, but on the whole it's a good solid engine, isn't it? Really good solid engine. We've done quite a lot of miles now, haven't we? I think when you bought the car, I think you had, what was it, 143,000 miles on it, and it's just getting close to 180, I think, in the space of 2 and a bit years now we've had it. So yeah, it's, you know, done a fair bit. Yeah, so it just really needs a clean in there, I think. Right, we'll take you down to our front LED amber lights. Okay, so an addition that we added to the front grille, which is something we wanted behind the grille. We didn't want it on the front, simply because we think it just doesn't do very well for the looks of the car and just spoil it a little bit. But we've put 4 LED amber lights which sit behind the grille on metal brackets. It was a bit fiddly because to do this we had to take the whole front bumper off to fit them, which was a pain, because you'd think this would be separate from the front bumper. It isn't. The whole bumper has to come off. It didn't take very long. I think the fiddly bit was actually making the brackets up from scratch, and adding the LED lights behind, and then obviously then routing all the wiring, which wasn't too bad in itself. So yeah, we'll see those in action. Okay, so one addition we also added to the doggo, which I said earlier, was the 5 light LED amber strobe we've added, which actually comes with different options. You can have it set up like this, where they're sort of flashing in a pattern like this, or you can actually have them in a directional mode. So if you break down at the side of the road, you can actually get them to direct the traffic to either the right hand lane or the left hand lane, depending on which side you're broken down on. So we'll show you that now. Telling traffic to go left. So if you're stuck in the outer lane on wherever on the motorway, you can tell them to go into the middle lane, and likewise we can set it up to go the other way as well. So if you're stuck in the first lane on the motorway, or what have you, on the hard shoulder, you can direct traffic on the outer lane, so we can set it up to go the other way. And there's the lights going the opposite direction, so if you're broken down in lane 1. So yeah, a little addition that we've added. We've had that for a while now. I think we've used it a couple of times, not broken down, that is, usually because we've come across someone broken down. So yeah, good little addition, which, as I say, we've wired up, and the wire goes underneath the carpet to a cigarette lighter extension. So yeah, another little addition that we added some time ago was the LED side repeaters, indicator side repeaters. These we got from Powerful UK. They work really well. I've got them on my car as well, and yeah, they give quite a nice effect. We've gone for just the clear plastic on this side. What we got on the tyre front, we've got GoodYear Wrangler 18-inch all-weather tyres, which yeah, they do the trick for us. I think they're mud and snow ones. So you can see the size there. They're 235 60 18-inch tyres there to fit these wheels. Okay, so a guided tour of Ben's car. We are now going to do a quick little pheasant there. We're going to do a quick run up of the Malvern Hills, leaving Ben's car in the distance there, and hopefully see you at the top. Oh, it's a little bit boggy. It's a little bit boggy. It's a little bit boggy. That's it. It's hardening out now. Very good. Let's keep going. There you go, so we had a quick run up the Malverns. Go back down to the car. I hope you enjoyed the little tour around and the little added accessories that we've put on. The spec sheet we got, as I say, from Land Rover, so we emailed them, they sent that to us, which was quite nice. Yeah. If you like this video, give us a like, drop us a comment, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for the latest videos. We'll see you again. Cheerio!